Hello, good morning, afternoon. Did it turn to noon yet? It's probably afternoon now. I don't even have an idea what time it is. Hold on, I can look. I have my laptop in here. Oh yeah, it's afternoon. It's 12:36 p.m. I'm getting ready to I forgot to show y'all my classroom yesterday, but I'm about to go back. I'm getting ready to go work in my classroom for a little bit, maybe just like an hour and a half, a couple hours. My teeth feel weird again. I hate when this happens. Sometimes my teeth just feel weird. I have to go like wipe them off. There we go. Sorry about that. But I forgot to show you all my classroom, but I will show you because I'm going to go finish hanging up some stuff. Got to print a couple things. Yeah, so I'm going to go do some work in there, and I will show y'all what it looks like when I get there. So, oh, and then after that, I have to run errands, and then I'm going to a barbecue cookout with a family from my church. Shout out to Trang and Justin. So yeah, I washed my hair, deep conditioned my hair, so that's why it's pulled back so it won't be in my face. If y'all are interested in what I use for this wash and go, I just did my washing. I was like, I'm not even going. Let me just do what I know. So I'll show you all those products at the end. But yeah, I'll take you to my classroom later today. Show you around the school a little bit. And yeah, let's go ahead and run down what's on my face because I have been loving my makeup lately. And I need to update you on Pat McGrath. First, let's go through what's on my face. Second, Pat McGrath foundation update. Third, the eye look and finishing the face. There we go. We have a plan. So what's on my face? I've used a couple new things. So to prime, I use the No Problem Prime Essence Candula Officinalis Flower Extract by Touch and Soul. I got this in a boxy charm. I just decided to use it today. It's very hydrating, so I really focused it around my eyes because I have dry under eyes. So decided to use this today. And then I used the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur Primer. I really like this primer because it mixes well with the moisturizer I use. And if I wear sunscreen, it doesn't like ball up. It's not super duper duper mattifying where it really dries your skin out, but it does give you like a nice soft blur, soft matte finish. So I really like this primer. And it works pretty well with all foundations. And then for some extra reinforcement on my nose area, because I tend to get very oily around the nose and a little bit on my forehead, I went in with the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I really like this. This is something I definitely would repurchase, even though it's super expensive, but I think I still have quite a bit of product in here, but this is one of my favorite primers. And I also used my under eye primer from Becca since I knew I was going to be applying a lot of powder because I need my makeup to last because the barbecue is outside and the humidity in the South. Well, actually, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, but in the South, and it's going to be hot. And I know I was going to apply a lot of powder, but I don't want my under eyes to get dry looking because they do that quite often. And this, every time I use this, they don't look dry though. So I use the Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. And those are all the primers. Moving on to foundation. For foundation, I use the Dose of Colors. I wear the shade 136 Deep. It is the perfect shade. It is the perfect undertone. It goes with my body and my skin so well. I love the way this looks. It's also pretty long wearing. So I'm also like kind of just trying this out again, really putting it to the test in the elements. I haven't really done that yet with this one. So yeah, this is the foundation for today. Dose of Colors Deep 136. It's the Meet Your Hue foundation. For powder, I really went in. So to set my under eyes and my T-zone, I use the Fenty Pro Filter Matte Powder in the shade Honey. I'm almost empty. You see, I'm like down here. That's all the powder that's left. I'm almost through this. Would I repurchase this? Yes, but am I going to repurchase it now? No, because I have other powders that I can use, but I really do like this powder. It works well. I love the shade of this powder as well for like brightening the center of my face. It's very mattifying, which I like, so definitely enjoy this powder. Look at how the light hits it. Then I went in and kind of, not really contoured, but added some dimension and depth to my face using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 7W1 Deep Spice. This is just slightly darker than my skin tone. Actually matches my neck pretty well, which my neck is darker than my face and my chest. So I use this to kind of add contour, and I put it right in the where you would contour and across the top of my forehead to make my forehead look a little bit smaller because I do have a large forehead. Then to really go in and powder the rest of my face with the skin tone powder, I use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. And since I don't really need the mattifying in the other areas, I like this powder. It's not super mattifying, but it's not drying, which is why I really like this. So I use the shade Cocoa on the rest of my face. And then to lock it all in place, since I don't know what the weather forecast is or anything, to lock everything in place, I went over my whole face with the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This stuff works. I've gone swimming with my makeup and it did not come off when I use this powder. So I really love this. This is something else I've repurchased, but as you can see, I'm almost done with it. But I have a lot of powders right now that I need to use, so I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon. But this is one of my all-time favorite powders. I have raved about this since like the first one I ever bought. But this is my second or third one that I've owned. And the packaging is really pretty. It has like water droplets on it. I think that's so pretty. This stuff is amazing. I love it. It's great. So that is how I have my face locked in place right now. For highlight, I'm wearing Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. It's a fave of mine when I really want to like sparkle. It's very glittery and reflective, like you can see the glitter in it, but I think that's really pretty for summer and like when I'm outdoors. I really like the way that it looks. I especially love it with like a red lip, which I don't know what color lip I'm going to do today. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to take my look, but I just wanted to wear Trophy Wife, so I did. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I did put on concealer. I did wear a little bit, I always forget because I'm new to this whole concealer thing, but I use my not Fenty, goodness gracious, my Juvia's Place. I've never tried the Fenty concealer. Maybe I should. This is the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 8. That's what I use for under my eyes, and I also use it to conceal my upper lip. This is like a slight highlight shade, and I really like the shade of this. It matches like my chest perfectly. It's not too light. I don't really like the super bright under eye look. And I love the formula of this because it's not super drying and it's really full coverage, so a little bit goes a long way. And then of course I did the powders. So I did the foundation, the powder, primer, foundation, concealer, then the powder. I just forgot to mention it. Brows are MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. They came out really well again today. I think I liked yesterday a little bit better than today, but today is also a really good brow day. So yeah, that's all that's on my face. Secondly, I said I would update you guys on the Pat McGrath foundation. So yesterday I had the foundation on from 8 a.m. until 2 a.m. I went out, I didn't even change my makeup, y'all. I was so tired. My day ran longer than expected. I was trying to print photos for my classroom. Let me show you guys some. I'm so proud of this. They're so cute. Let me grab them. So I went to Walgreens to print photos for my classroom, but my device wasn't compatible, but luckily I had the right cord in my card. And then the way that it uploaded, it was trying to upload like all the pictures I have on my iPad from school, which is like over 1,000 videos and photos that I've taken because I like to document my journey as an educator. I like to document the kids' journey in my classroom. Let's just say I was there for probably an hour or more. It took me so long to finally like figure out how to get the photos that I actually wanted to get printed, and even then it still printed some of the photos I didn't even want. It just chose like the most recent 50. I had to go in and screenshot each photo that I wanted. Like I created a separate folder that said like top teacher photos, and I thought I could just select the folder, just print those 65 pictures, but no, it was a process. I was getting a little frustrated. I was tired because I stayed at school an hour longer than I expected, but I got it done. So let me show you a little bit of my school. So here's my honors choir and I. This is a 5x7 in my classroom, which you'll see later. I have a wall that says leaders, and this is honors choir. So you're a leader, you have to audition for this group, and the teacher before me has a frame of each year's honors choir from when they started in whatever year, 2000 whatever, until now. So this is last year's honors choir, 2000. Oh, that's what I forgot to get, to put the number on it. I'll figure out a way to do that. But this is the 2018 Honors Choir. So this year I'll have another photo of the 2019 Honors Choir. And I already bought extra picture frames so that I can actually put it up before 2020 starts. But this is the first one. Here's the group. You can see me on the end. Love them. And then there's just a few more that, like I said, there's some here I didn't even want them to print. I didn't even want printed. I really struggled with that machine, but now I know what to do. So that's just one. Here's one of me from this summer that I want to put in the room because it says, everyone's got a story, what's yours? And I just think that's fun. It's interesting. It's a conversation starter. It also shows me being silly, which I think is good for kids to see that teachers, like, we have a fun side, we have a life. One of my favorites, me and my girls at school. This is at recess duty, but those are like some of my daughters at school. They're so sweet. A picture of me teaching at my former school. Me teaching high school marching band, which I no longer do, but this is a special memory. You know, I have some pictures of my family. I think I'm gonna hang them from the ceiling, maybe, or maybe do like a string of memories, maybe like musical memories, and then I'll start adding pictures of the kids and stuff, and just like musical memories. I think that'd be really cute. Or even a musical memories wall, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. This is a fun activity I do in my class where I put candy on the musical staff and it spells a word, and the kids have to figure out what word it spells because they have to know what the notes are. And then the team that wins, they get to take the candy for their team members. So that's something we do, and they're like thinking about it, trying to figure it out, what the notation is. So like there's a lot of pictures in here. We had a day where they said, we want to play this instrument. I said, well, they're all taken apart, so let's figure out how to put them together. So here's the students trying to figure out how to put together all the metallophones and xylophones so that they can play them. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures. I love it. I love being a teacher. So I really wanted to capture these memories and have them printed, but it took me a while. Here's them playing the steel drums in my class. These were second graders, rising third graders. No, this was first grade going to second grade. Yeah, first grade going to second grade. I think. So yeah, that's just a little bit of what I was doing yesterday. And like I said, it took me an insanely long time. Yeah, these got printed at 4:57 p.m. I was planning to leave the school right at like 2:30. I didn't leave school until 4. And then I was at Walgreens from basically 4:15 until I checked out at 4:57. So from basically 45 minutes. It shouldn't have taken that long though, but I had to ask for help, and you know, it was an experience, but I'm glad I got this done. I'm so happy I got it done. So that happened, and then by that time, so I left Walgreens. I got home at like 5:05ish. I walked my dog, and then I was just tired. I was like, let me just sit down. And then I had to be ready to pick up my friend Jackie, my best friend in college. I need to pick her up by 7:30, so that means I need to leave here by 7. And so I walked my dog and all that. I fed her, so that's like 5:30 to 7 p.m. that I had to just rest, and I just watched some not YouTube. I watched Netflix, the show Jane the Virgin. I love that show. It's absolutely hilarious, and this season is getting really good. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wear the same makeup, and I just like touched it up a little bit. But I didn't reapply and start over like I thought I was gonna have time to. Like I thought I was gonna have time to like take a shower and like get all fancy, but that didn't happen. I just touched up my makeup and put on a yellow dress. I was like, this is easy, and put on a matte liquid lipstick, and that was it. And then I thought that we were just gonna, you know, go for dinner, snacks, and drinks, and that she wanted to meet at 8:30. The girl whose birthday is, she's always late, so she didn't get there until like an hour after that. And then it was like midnight, and I was thinking we'd leave by like 10:30 to midnight. I was thinking it would be over, but then we ended up going to like this after party because some people didn't drive, they Ubered, and I was like, that's too much money. Like and I volunteered to like take them to that place. It wasn't far away or whatever. Then I ended up getting there, meeting the person whose house we were at, and then he wanted to play a fun game, and this deep philosophical game where he asked all these questions, and I ended up not getting home essentially until 2:15 in the morning. So I had the foundation on from 8 a.m. to 2:15, and all I did when I got home, like to see how it would, like it didn't even look that bad. Honestly, it was still intact, but once I just brushed, I didn't add any powder to the brush, but I just took a brush I used for powder and I just tapped it over my face. It looked like brand new. And all the photos that we took, my skin looks so good. So I am loving the Pat McGrath foundation. It's definitely long wearing, and for me, I can build it up to full coverage. Y'all saw what I looked like yesterday. So I definitely think it is buildable. I think it's good for people that have problem skin. Like it says light or medium coverage, but you can build it up. And it's so lightweight on the skin, and it looked really, really good in the photos, which I need to get from the people because they were taken on other phones. So I really do like the Pat McGrath foundation. Now I do mix two shades, which is very expensive, but I love makeup. That's one of my hobbies, so it doesn't really bother me. I might be shade 31, but I'm not gonna buy shade 31. I mix shade 30 and 32 to get my perfect skin tone shade. It looks really good on me, and I got lots of compliments on my makeup. So, and it lasted. I don't even know how many hours it is, from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next day. So, two thumbs up to the Pat McGrath foundation. Like I really, really, really like it and really enjoy it. And I'm glad I have the two shades because I might be able to wear just 30 in the winter and then do a mixture how I need to throughout the seasons. I really like that foundation. It's so lightweight. I can build up the coverage. It photographs really well. It is long wearing. It's super easy to touch up. Like you just blot or powder and it looks like brand new. And that's my kind of foundation because I can blot without looking in a mirror. Like right before we took the picture, I blotted with a napkin just to make sure that I wasn't too shiny in the T-zone, which happens with every foundation I wear. So that was step 2. Step 3, we're moving on to the eyes. Again, you already know what it is. There we go. You already know we're using the Jackie Aina and ABH palette. I don't know what kind of look I want to do. I'm literally going to a barbecue, so I don't feel like doing the most. But at the same time, it's like, do I want to do the most? But I think we're going to keep it very, very, very simple. I think I'm going to use Dwalas on my lid today. Trust issues. I like trust issues in the tear duct. Trust issues in the tear duct. And edges and credit in my transition and crease. So we're going to start with edges. I'm just going to go ahead and use the brush. Edges is the deeper transition shade right here. It's kind of like a reddish orangey warm-ish browny shade. I'm going to take the brush and just put that in the transition area. You know, I might not even use credit because I don't want to put anything too dark. I kind of want the look to be soft and just easy. So I'm going to really build this up in my crease. And I'm drinking water out of a wine glass, just so you know. Gotta stay hydrated. Especially transitioning, going back to school. Like I need to drink a lot of water before I get there so that, because it takes I think an hour or 2 hours for the water you drink to actually hydrate you, like be useful to you. So if I drink before I get to school, then I can like go to the bathroom right before classes start and I should be good for the morning, and then I can like fuel up again during lunch. It's just for me, like I hate when I have to use the bathroom during class while I'm teaching, but it's a process for me to transition back into like figuring out my bladder schedule, you know. But I'll get it together. I'll get it together. Yeah, I think I'll just be able to use this shade, but we'll see how it looks. Remember, I'm building it up in the outer V area. So I think I'm just going to use this alone and the gold on the lid and tear duct. I'm not blocking y'all from seeing. So pretty. This eye is doing something weird under it, but that's okay. I'm actually going to take the other side of the brush, which I haven't really used yet. Now I'm going to take the same shade edges. I'm going to go ahead and use that more flat, dense side and apply edges to the lower lash line. And I'm doing it kind of messily and kind of thick, like it's going pretty low because of the size of the brush, just to like blow it out and have some color down here. Since we're going to do a really easy, simple look. A simple, summery look. I always find stuff in my eye when I'm recording. I'm like, now is not the time. I also last night met some really awesome people that Irene, whose birthday it was, that she works with. Like some people I could actually see myself goodness gracious, excuse me, establishing a friendship with, like we being really cool and stuff. Like there's one lady in particular, she goes by Treese and my name is Sharice, so I was getting confused and people were calling her name. Like they sound very similar. Especially when you're at like a rooftop lounge. She's really cool. Like, we had a great conversation. So love that. All right, we've got that shade down. Now we're going to go, I cannot speak. Now we're going to go into the shade Dwalas, which is that pretty gold right there. And I'm going to use my finger and apply this to the lid. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I'm kind of keeping it low on the lid. I don't want to bring it up too high. I don't want to bring it over too far as well. I don't want to cover up too much of the orange on the outer corner. This shade looks really good with the Trophy Wife. Like it's a little bit deeper than Trophy Wife, a little bit more rich in tone than the Trophy Wife highlighter, but it has that same like glittery effect to it, so the two complement each other very, very, very well. Alright, and using my finger, I'm blending the shimmer upward a little bit just so it seamlessly kind of fades into the matte orange shade edges. You don't see that? I love the way that looks. Super pretty. I'm gonna go back with the fluffy side of the brush and take edges and tap around and blend around. Dwalas. Just so that we have a nice blenda. Yeah, that's cute. We don't need to add any credit. And now I'm going to take my little small detail brush. I'm going to dampen it. You already know the deal. And we're going to put Trust Issues, which is like the iridescent white gold shade, in the center, the bottom row of the palette. And I'm going to put that in the inner corners as the inner corner highlight shade. And it's even more glittery than Dwala's is, so it looks really pretty. And because it's a white gold, it also complements Trophy Wife, the highlighter I'm wearing though. But yeah, I really did have a good time last night. I was not expecting to be out that late, but I do not regret it at all. I stayed in the bed until 9 a.m. today. I've gotten everything accomplished that I need to, so I'm feeling good about how I've utilized my time and how I've balanced my time for rest, for working, for serving others. Like I'm feeling really glad with how I'm like managing my time today. Feeling really good about it. I'm just gonna take whatever's still on the brush. I'm gonna go into the crease a little bit with this glitter. Kind of outlining Dwalas. Just to add a little bit more sparkle. Y'all, I wish y'all could see this in person. It's not doing it justice on the camera. It's so pretty. That is so pretty. I love just the orange and gold together. So that's it for eyeshadow. It's very light and just simple and easy. Let me bring y'all closer. Y'all cannot see the way it glitters and glistens on my lid. It's so pretty. I love gold and just orange in the crease. It's so pretty and so easy. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. You could do eyeliner if you want to. You could even use one of the shadows as a liner. I've just been pretty lazy as of late, and yesterday's video I showed how I use eyeshadow as liner, like my technique for applying it. You can do so many cool things with your liner. You know what would look really cute with this look is if I had put Wiggalese, the red too. That would have been really pretty on my lid. That would have been so pretty. But I don't know like what kind of lip I'm gonna do, so I just kept it very neutral. Can match any lip color. Now this mascara of the Essence ones is not one of my favorites because I don't really like the wand. But I feel like I like the formula, but if I had a different wand, I like it better. I'm actually probably gonna throw it away right now after I finish using it and go in with another mascara because it's not doing what I need it to do. I really do not like the wand on this one. Oh no, and a whole big chunk just got on my lid. Yeah. No, ma'am. Let me see if I can get this chunk off using this paintbrush. Okay. I got most of it off. So I'm just going to take Dwala's on the paintbrush and just go over that little area. All right. That's good enough for me. Let's go in with another mascara. Let's see how this one layers on top. We're going to go in with the new Too Faced one, which I really don't like the wand. I don't like the wand. I like the formula, but I feel like the wand is just like too big, and I don't know. I also like this more as you use it. Like at first I was like, oh, this was a waste of money. Like, should I take this back? But sometimes as like the formula, I don't want to say ages, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it just takes a while for mascaras to like settle. I don't know the word I'm going to use, but at first I didn't really like it. Now I like it more, but this wand, I feel like it's just too big. It's too much. And so much product comes out on it, it can get kind of goopy, especially on the actual packaging. I feel like it just gets so goopy around the opening. I mean, y'all can see. Yeah, y'all can see how much like mascara is just like right here. And I don't like that. It's just so much comes off on this brush. Like it's just caked up. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Because that can cause a lot of issues. Like my mascara right now is not looking how I want it to because it's looking kind of clumpy in a bad way. And the bristles, this thing is so thick and big, I don't feel like it really like combs it well enough to separate the lashes out. But I'm gonna try and make it work because I'm just trying to use up what I have before I open new. And it's still good, like it's not dry or anything. So I'm gonna use it until it gets dry, or until I've had it open for 4 months. Like this eye, I feel like it looks good, but this one, it's not doing the same thing. And I'm not putting on lashes today. It's too hot for all that. I'm gonna just take a little bit of this on the lower lashes if possible. I don't want them to be just a little bit. I don't want too much down here because, like I said, a lot of product comes off on the wand. I'm excited though for this new school year. I'm excited to go finish up my room too. Like it's basically almost done. I just want to like put some extra finishing touches on it, you know? And I'll probably continue to over the next like 2 weeks until I'm like 100% satisfied with how it looks. But I'll show y'all where I'm at now. Alright, this mascara, I feel like it got where I don't want it to go, but I'm like, okay, how long do I really want to fight with it? Okay, I'm done applying mascara. I'm done. This looks fine. I can literally put on mascara forever because I don't like lashes like that. So I like the way this makeup is turning out though. All right, for lips, what do I want to do for lips? I want to keep it simple. So let's do Dose of Colors, just because. Let's do brown liner too, just to give it a little bit more dimension and kind of not sort of pigmentation, because this gloss kind of looks like nothing on my lips. So I'm going in with Makeup Shayla and ColourPop BFF4 liner. And I'm literally just going to outline the edge. I'm not actually going to fill it in or anything. Nola June Louise, where are you? Nola! She's so quiet. Nola June! Nola! All right. Then the gloss. I really like these Dose of Colors glosses. Smells good. So a really simple nude glossy lip. And this is the final completed look. Let's see what it looks like with the hair, which my hair still needs to dry. Oh. Shake it out. Let it fall. This is what it looks like with the hair down. Show you all the natural light. Yeah, she's asleep on the couch, Nola. So this is in natural light. You can see the blind lines on my face. I'm right next to the window. Here's my hair, my wash and go. which needs to dry. It's gonna shrink up and hopefully expand because my hair is looking a little flat right now. But I love the way that this look turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I'll show you guys my classroom when I get there. I would take Nola with me, but there's probably gonna be a lot of other people there. And you can see her there on the couch. You had a good nap? Did you have a good nap? I love you. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a superb Saturday and a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye.